one of the opening matches will pit you against Switzerland and Shaqiri, who plays for Chicago Fire FC. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's a dream to play the World Cup. I remember 2014, I was watching the World Cup on the TV. Now for me, it's a dream. So I think I'm ready for that, and hopefully it's gonna be a good experience for us. So because we have a very young team, so it's good for Cameroon, it's good for the league, it's good for the club, good for my family, and I'm just happy about that.
Fantastic. Now we'll take some questions from the media. First, Jada Evans.
Thank you. Congratulations, Nouhou, on your play on the international stage. How do you think you'll use the MLS season to, continue your chances to be on the World Cup roster? And also, there's lots of talk of you possibly being loaned for an overseas team. So, what do you think about that? Is that something you would be interested in the lead up to the World Cup?
Yeah, like I say, so I'm very happy, I'm very proud about that. So everybody know about the World Cup. It's a big team. So before the World Cup, we play African Cup in Cameroon, which didn't do well. So now it's the World Cup. So I'm just happy about that. Like I say, hopefully it's gonna be a good team for me, for everyone. So I'm just happy. I'm very excited to participate to the World Cup. Now I'm with the Sounders. I want to focus with the Seattle Sounders, finish the season good and perform like I do. So I'm just happy about that. So I just want to focus for the Sounders now, for my club, and we'll see what's gonna happen to the World Cup.
All right. Our next question is from Nico Moreno. Nico?
Thank you, Hey Nouhou. I wanted to know what makes this Cameroon team different. What's the attribute that could really push them over, that gives them the potential to go to the next round in this World Cup? And how does your role change in character from what you do with the Sounders to what you do with Cameroon? Thank you.
I think I learned a lot with the Sounders. So for me, it's the same. Cameroon is a very big nation. It's a very big pressure to play there. It's like the Sounders. The mentality is to the win. So when I go there, I bring the same mentality. I have confidence for the coach. So I think it's not different. It's the same because the Sounders is the win is the mentality. So we have the same mentality with the national team too. So for me, it's the same. So it's just for the national team and to the club.
All right. Our next question is for Masvita Marai.
Thanks. Hey, Nouhou, can you just talk about when you're looking at that bracket, you've got the #1 ranked team in the world in your group stage, and yet you're coming from an African, country, nation that's known traditionally successful. What are your thoughts about what you guys can do in terms of the World Cup and your ability to live your imprint on this tournament?
Yeah, we know that we're gonna play against a very big team. So Brazil, Switzerland, and Serbia. I think after the game, the president for the federation, Samuel Etofis, he said that we're gonna go to the World Cup not just for vacation. We're gonna try to go to the next round. So we need to prepare about that. So he want to win. I cannot say the mentality always to win. Everybody gonna be surprised, but we have that mentality to go there to try to win every game. So we'll see gonna happen there. So we are ready for that.
All right. Our next two questions will go to John Lupo and Sean McAffery. John Lupo, you are up next.
Thank you. Nouhou, congratulations on qualifying with Cameroon. Just talk about the fact that Cameroon had a lot of tough matches in the Africa Cup of Nations and in qualifying. And with the history of this country, especially with the performance in 1990, I know it was a long time ago, but do you feel like if you combine that with how many tough matches you had, that you guys are I know it's 7 months away, but you guys are well prepared and are fielding a pretty strong squad, especially when you had to go through all of those tough matches against the other African teams.
I didn't really understand.
Said you went through a ton of really tough matches against all the other African teams in qualifying. So just thoughts on that, how it's prepared you for.
Oh yeah. I think it was difficult, especially against Ivory Coast. We play against Ivory Coast. It was for me. It was the reference game there because it was the most dangerous team we play against. So everybody know like Algeria is a very good team. The first game we play against them, we lost in Cameroon. The second game we won. So for me, it's not easy to qualify to Africa, and that's why everybody was happy about that. So, like I say, for me, it's a dream. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy to play my first World Cup. So, for me, it's the dreams.
All right, and our last two questions will go to Sean McAffery and Ari Liljenwall. Sean, your line is open.
Nouhou, following, and I'll probably mispronounce the name of the stadium, the Olembe tragedy during the games, when the AFCON finished, all of your teammates donated their money to the people affected by it. How much more of a push is that going to give you, and that your country people will be a lot more behind you because of such a generous act?
So you guys donated some of your money for the tragedy that happened back home, and how will that affect how you approach the games coming up?
Oh yeah. I think we know that we need to support those people because Cameroon, they love football. We take half of money to give them to take care of themselves for the family. So because everything is not just about football; it's about life. So we did that. They was happy. That's part for the life. So I think we need to do that because imagine if it was my family. So that's why we do that. So it's not about because we have money or we didn't do that. We do that because we don't really just think about football. We just think about life. That's why we do that. So.
All right, and our last question, Ari Liljenwall. Ari, go ahead.
Hey, Nouhou, congratulations. So at AFCON, you went up against Mo Salah and had a great performance. And in your group, you have Brazil, who has Neymar, who's another world-class player. What are your thoughts on that matchup of potentially getting to go up against a big global superstar like that? Thank you.
I think it's always stressful to play against big player. I remember when we used to play against Egypt. So before the game, I was nervous because it was my first time to play against that kind of big player. Everybody know that Mohamed Salah is one of the best players in the world, especially what he does in the Premier League. So I was a little bit nervous. Now we're gonna play against Brazil, against Shaqiri, against a big team. So we just need to prepare that. So it's the same. They have 2 feet. I have 2 feet. So just gonna have to be ready. We know that Brazil they have too many good players. It's just not about Neymar. They have like Douglas Costa. They used to have Douglas Costa. Now they have like Thiago Silva, Marquinhos. They have too many good players. So we just need to be ready to figure out how to shut them down. So